Ya llegamos.
Y esto es...
alfrely.
Germán, pásale.
Gracias, gracias. Ya vamos a pasar a ver a Daron Nefcy. Daron, hi. Oh my gosh, beautiful. What? Good job. Very, very cool.
This is a one that we made.
Oh my god.
Well, it's also a pen.
Oh, just like that. That's so cool. Good job.
So it's a gift for you.
Are you for me? No way. That is really too kind of you. Look what he made. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I love it. ¿En dónde nos ponemos?
Aquí.
¿Aquí? Oh my gosh, you made this? Oh, these are really pretty. I love them. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome. Hi, nice to meet you. What is this? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have too many presents. But be careful. Oh, you got it? Be careful when the top comes up. Can I open this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, how pretty Sailor Moon. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you don't have to give me. Oh, I like chocolate. I want a drawing. You made this? Yeah. I love it. Oh, that's really cute. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's so sweet. Everyone's too nice. Thank you. No, that's okay. You don't have to.
You're amazing. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Do you enjoy that? It's really cute. I love it. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's so funny. Yeah, I'll sign stuff after. I think we're going to talk and then I'll sign it for everybody. So, it's for you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're a star! I love it! That's a really nice art. And the shirt looks really cute. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're very expensive. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh, hi. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you. Welcome back. Yes, have a seat. Pull up a chair. I'm going to sit right here and like answer questions. We can pull chairs over on this side. There's chairs over here. Yeah.
Si alguien falta, para que todos estén aquí cerca, por favor.
Yeah. Everybody should go. Or maybe I'll sit at the table too. Oh, look at this. I want to make sure everybody can see it, you know? I saw that they tweeted that at me. That's awesome. To sign? I'll sign this. I will sign it. Yeah, I'll take some water. Bueno, ahorita. Oh, sorry. That's crazy. That's crazy you made that. But I'll sign for him. So yeah, thank you all for coming to this. Yeah, how should we do it? We should have just put out here. Whatever. Organizing. So,
Tienen 15 minutos, preguntas, respuestas, lo que quieran.
Okay.
Y luego para que puedan tener su foto.
Yeah, I think we'll do signing after, right? I'll sign something for everybody. I'll draw a little star.
So that's what I was telling you.
Okay,
They
cool.
have some time to chop, and then you can.
Yeah, so does anyone have any questions about the show or anything?
Yes.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay. Do you have planned a finale for the series for a start? Yeah, it's
For the whole show?
it's in your mind.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea.
Oh.
Okay, I have. It's kind of a dumb question, but what happened to Alfonso and Ferguson?
We miss them. We miss them so much.
Do you like them? Well, okay, so it's funny, like, you know, pitching a show for a network and stuff. So, and Disney is so awesome. Like, they let us do so many cool things in the show, and they've been, like, just so awesome to work with. I mean, they really are trying to do, like, amazing things in animation. But one of the things they really wanted first season with Marco is they were like, he doesn't have any male friends. And we want him to have male friends because we want him to be more male, I guess. I don't know. So I didn't know, like, my original plan for it was for, you know, it's like Star and Marco, they're kind of like these only children, and they connect together, and they have, like, this special bond. And I didn't really see Marco as having, like, friends, really. So I had to come up with some friends. And so I created Fergus and Alfonso. I have to say, I wasn't feeling like I was getting a lot out of them. Like, I didn't really know what to do with them. So they do come back a little in the third season. I can tell you that. But they're not.
Okay.
They're not gone forever. But honestly, I didn't really know what to do with them. Like, they were kind of hard for me to write. So that's why. I'll be honest. But I'm glad people like them. It was almost becoming a joke where we're like, oh, we don't like them. They're in the comic too. Have you seen the comic?
Yeah,
they go to the dimension of the cats with human faces. Cool. Anyone else? We can just go. Yeah.
Why is Marco Mexican?
Why is he?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so, you know, I grew up in Los Angeles, and I just wanted Marco to be your average Angelino. So he's Mexican, makes sense, you know? So no real reason other than that, you know.
He looks a little like your husband.
Yeah, a little. There's my husband. Everybody look at him. I'll just embarrass him a little bit. So, anyone?
Yes, I have. In the Wolfman Wall chapter, there was this voice that talked to Marco.
Yes.
Did we ever get to know who it was?
Okay, so that's a funny story too. So the voice is supposed to be the sea captain in the frame, and when we were doing the animatic, you know, we do an animatic. It's all the storyboard drawings, and they're all timed to the animatic. We have a sound effect of seagulls, right? You know, so then when you saw the picture and you heard the seagulls, you knew it was the sea captain. But then when we did the final mix of the episode, so the mix is like, we put all the final music and sound and dialogue together and check the levels and make sure it all, like, that's what you'll see on TV. For some reason, the seagulls dropped out, and we forgot. I didn't notice the seagulls were gone. And then when it was on TV, then all these people were like, who was talking to Marco? Was it the moon? Was it? And it was like, damn it, I forgot the seagulls. So it was supposed to be it's the sea captain, which does actually maybe tie in a little bit later, so you'll see. I can't give any spoilers. Anyone else? Yes.
It's more like related to the work more than the series in itself.
Yeah.
How did you decided to pitch the series?
How was it to pitch the series? So, okay, so I was kind of lucky. I went to school at Cal Arts in Los Angeles, and what's kind of nice about that school is you're right in Los Angeles, and a lot of our teachers are actually coming from the studios to teach, you know, so they'll be coming from Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and Disney and teaching classes, so you get to know your teachers. And somehow or another I heard the Cartoon Network actually was taking pitches. They were taking pitches from students, from anybody. You just had to sign up, and it was called Cartoon Institute. So I signed up for that, and I had been, you know, drawing star for a little bit, and when I got the opportunity to pitch for Cartoon Institute, I was like, I'm going to turn it into a pitch, you know. So I came up with the plot and some of the characters, and I actually pitched to Crick McCracken and Rob Renzetti, which was amazing. And I was like 20, you know, Star is like 10 years old. Like, I created Star like 10 years ago. It took a really long time to happen. So I originally pitched it to them, and then, you know, Cartoon Network ultimately didn't want to do the project, but I made that connection with Rob and Craig. So then when I was in my 4th year of school, Rob recommended me to Cartoon Network. Rob recommended me to Nickelodeon, so then I brought it to Nickelodeon, and they liked Star, so we did a 1-minute short that we produced. And then, ultimately they didn't want to take it any further, so then I was out of school. I was trying to find a job. It was very hard. It took me like a year to find a job. I was very broke, and I was like, oh no, I'm never going to work. And then I brought it to Disney eventually, and they wanted to try it out. So then we made a pilot, which is a long process, right? So it was very exciting just to get the pilot. And then I don't know how many pilots a year they do. I feel like if I have to guess, maybe Disney, they hear like 100 pitches, and then they take like 10 pilots, or probably less, probably more like 5 maybe pilots, and then they'll maybe pick one to go to a show, So I was very excited to get to the pilot phase. That took about a year just to do the pilot. And then they tested on kids, and it's a whole process for that. And then meanwhile, I was working at different studios. I was working at Warner Brothers, doing a little bit of animation. I did storyboard revisions at Nickelodeon, which is actually a really good, like if anybody, wants to work in animation, like at a place like Cartoon Network or Disney and stuff, storyboard revisions is a really good first step in the door. It's, you're basically cleaning up storyboards and stuff like that. So and then eventually they were like, okay, we want to make it a show. And I was like, oh, it's very exciting. But yeah, it's, I think the thing that I'm happy about with Star is like, I pitched a lot of other things too, but I feel like Star was like close to my heart, like it was important to me, and I think that came through, Like I think if you're coming up with ideas, there has to be like a really personal connection, or it's just not, or else you're just making something to sell it, I guess, and it's never going to feel authentic, So, yeah.
I have another question.
Yes.
Sorry, I am a little nervous.
No, it's okay. Don't be nervous. It's very casual.
Okay, I really love Tomka.
Oh yes, Tomka.
So, are we going to see more Tomka moments or episodes like Friend Enemies?
So I'm not supposed to give spoilers. I could say probably yes. There will be some more happening.
Okay.
I'm a
Thank
fan
you.
of
Thank you.
Yes. No, that's okay.
Can we? Well, it's more like a witch.
Can someone translate for you?
Will we watch a episode in the future about their relationship, about between in the past when they
Star and Tom?
Yes.
There will be more of Star and Tom next season. I can say that. There will be more of them. I like Tom too. Tom's fun. Tom's a lot of fun.
I have a question.
Yes.
There are theories about Jackie.
Yes. Oh, like what?
She's a mermaid. She's called Demon.
Well, I like
something with her.
I like the theory that she's a mermaid, but she's not a mermaid. She's but I feel like she is very like she's like a Venice Beach girl. She skateboards. She's into the ocean. We do get into that a little bit more actually, but she's not magical. Although I like that theory. Like I've heard that one that she's a mermaid and that Gemma's a witch. Which is cool. It's not a real. It's not.
Like a follow-up to that. What's your favorite fan theory?
My favorite fan theory?
Yeah.
God, there's so many that are really cool. It's funny because sometimes, we're writing the show so ahead, like right now we're actually writing the 4th season because it takes so long to produce the episodes. So we're like so ahead. Sometimes actually the fans will come up with something and I'm like, oh, that was really good. But there was this whole one that people had where it was like, that Toffee, the moon was an exchange student in Toffee's dimension, kind of like Star Wars America. I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. We never did that, but it's a cool idea. It's a lot of good thinking. And sometimes people guess it right, and I can't say what. But sometimes I'll read, because I go on Reddit and stuff, sometimes just on Star, and sometimes they'll say something, and I'm like, oh, they already know, they already guessed. It's cool. Like I know people are excited about Eclipse. So it's cool. Like I think people are picking up on different things. You know?
I have another question.
Yes.
I love Adam MacArthur. I think he's so cool because he's like so much into the character and all that stuff. So I was wondering, how is it to work with him, like in Running with Scissors?
Oh.
How is it to, yeah.
He's great. I mean, Adam has been just all the actors. I mean, Adam and Eden and Ryder Strong, who's Tom. I mean, everybody. The cast is so good. Alan Tudyk, who's Ludo. Everyone is really great. Oh my God! And I get to work with Jeffrey Tambor and Boswick, and it's so cool. But yeah, Adam is like, he's so. What's cool about Adam is like as opposed to like Eden, who's like she's on, this television show. She's very busy. Adam's busy too. You know, he does a lot of acting, but he makes time to like really interact with all the fans and stuff. I don't know. Well, okay. So Running with Scissors, I actually have a story with that. So I was gonna cast because he sounds so young, Adam. I wanted to cast like a manly man to do adult Marco. I was gonna cast somebody else. So because I didn't know if Adam could do it, but then I was like, yeah, let's try it. And he did that great voice. And I was like, okay, you can. Yeah. He's like, oh, I had to try out to be myself.
And do you feel like when you are talking to Eden Share, because Eden Share voice is like her voice to Star, do you feel sometimes like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to Star or something?
Well, I mean, I know some of the crew, like, because sometimes Eden will come around and say hi to the crew and stuff. Or, you know, we'll do a party for the crew and she'll be there. And other people from the crew will tell me that. They're like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm talking to Star. For me, I mean, we had to do tryouts, you know, so Star was kind of around before Eden, I guess. Eden technically is older than Star, but I guess like Star was a character already. So for me, maybe not like that. Does that make sense? But yeah, it's cool. And people will say that about Adam too. They're like, oh my gosh, it's Marco. Actually, Marco has a funny story. He was at like a comic convention thing. He got snubbed by a Star fan. Oh. He saw a girl in a Star costume and he's like, can we take a picture together? And she's like, no. She's like, I'm too busy, and she walked away. I was like, Adam, you should have called after. You should have been like, Star. So you gotta be careful not to snub people at comic conventions. It's my advice. Yeah.
Anybody else wants to?
My question is, some theory says that Mona and Chofi had a relation, not necessarily romantic, but have a relation Tofi and Mu?
Like, do they have a backstory?
Yes.
Well, you saw the scroll, right? You saw Into the Wand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a background to them. Yeah, we should have some new episodes like this summer. So it'll start.
When is summer for you?
When it's summer?
The date?
Yeah, I have another question. This is more of the lore and mythology of the series. In the episode Mad Magic, it was revealed that there were this multiverse.
Yeah.
We saw multiple realities of Muni, the Earth. So I was kind of confused. Does that mean that Muni and the Earth exist like in one universe? And if so, for example, you can build a spaceship or something to travel from Earth to Muni.
Well, okay, so I always like the idea of other dimensions. I always thought that was cool. So I guess technically everything's in the same space. That's why they use the scissors and they kind of like cut into different realities and they can kind of go through. But they're all on the same planet, I guess. I know sometimes it feels like it's other planets. I don't know. It's supposed to be, it's all like a dimension that you can kind of travel through with the scissors.
Yeah.
I think it's fantasy. It's always like, I feel like I always try to like make it logical, but I also think at a certain point, if you overthink it, nothing probably actually makes sense. But I like the idea of different dimensions. It's cool.
Okay.
So they're all in the same space. And they're connected, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the fandom. How do you feel about all the fandom making all weird relationships and you feel Do you feel pressure about some people making we want Toko, we want movie, we want everything. It's weird.
That's so funny. I mean, you know, I'm very excited, and I'm excited that the fans can be excited for whatever they want. You know, anybody that any whatever code they like, that's great. We don't really let that affect the writing of the show. Like, I don't look at that when I'm writing the show. You can never make everybody happy. There's always going to be people, but I also think people like to be upset. You know? Because if you think about it, what's the show? What show would there even be if it was just, we're going to have Star and Margot get together and they're going to be like so happy, the end. Like, there's no show. What is that show? It's like a worst show. No one would watch that show. So you have to keep it exciting. Yes?
When you are working in making an episode, what part of it do you like the most? I mean, I suppose that you're involved in all the process making, like storyboarding, the animatic, or the writing. What part do you like the most?
The most? I like the writing, I guess. Yeah, I like the writing, and I like working with the team. Like, I mean, it's amazing just to like, you know, I've been on the show. I don't even know how long. I feel like I've been working on the show forever. I think it's like 4 years, I think. And some of my crew have been with me since the very beginning, and I see them every day, and I really love my crew. Like, they're really, really cool. And I think the most fun part for me is like, yeah, we'll be, you know, pitching a board, or, you know, and there'll be the board artist, the director, and like me, the writers, and we'll be going, oh, why isn't this working? Or how can we make this better? And somebody has an idea, and it's like, yes, let's do that. And someone has an idea, yes, let's do that. And it's so cool not to, like, I love working collaboratively, and it's amazing to see, I don't know, just like this, like I came up with this one idea, you know, and it was like the idea is this big, but then you get all these people and it's this big and it's this big and it's this big and it gets bigger and bigger, and I feel like I could never make it this big. I could make it this big, but then with all these great people that really care, you know, and it only gets better because they care. I think that the worst thing, anybody who's like a boss or like a showrunner, I think the worst thing you could do is just go like, no, this is my show, it's me. So it's all about me, it has to be my idea. Maybe you have a good idea, but let's use my idea. Because then I think I mean, A, that's not fun for anybody. And B, I don't think you're gonna get the best thing. My theory is always like, the best idea wins. If there's, you know, 3 people have a different idea of how to do something, I always try to go like, okay, what's the most interesting? Let's do your idea, you know? So it's good, I like it. Yeah.
Are we going to see let's see something about Princess Eclipse?
Which princess? Eclipse. Oh, Eclipse. Queen Eclipse. Yeah, yes, I think we will be seeing more Eclipse. Would you have a...
Oh, it's because it's time for...
Signing?
For signing.
I can keep answering questions too when we sign stuff.
Okay, them first.
We'll just go around a circle. Does everybody have a... Oh, and on the
You need a pen, you need a Sharpie.
Let's do it just a regular pen. It's better. Sorry. I keep losing. She keeps giving me pens. I keep losing. Yay! Do you have the book?
Oh,
Yeah,
we have the book and the comics.
Oh, you have the comics too? Yeah. So I can sign more than one thing, but I'm only going to draw one star for everybody. Is that okay? Yeah. Forever.
Chicos, todos van a querer firma. ¿Foto? Sí.
Para utilizar firma.
Para utilizar firma y foto.
¿Vale?
Por favor.
You want to do photo first?
However you want.
We'll do sign, then we'll do photo. Does that sound good?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
However you
So much power.
However you feel comfortable, we do it.
So, does anyone else have a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have some ideas for making another series?
I do. You know, I sometimes I come up with ideas, but I don't have time to really develop them. Like, the show is pretty consuming, you know? You have lots of cards. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, we have 2. One is we have a YouTube channel where we talk about Star.
You do?
YouTube,
Yeah.
I wonder if I've seen it. What's it called?
Alfrely.
Oh, okay.
It is Spanish speaking.
It's Latin American.
We want
that's so cool.
to give away one of the
Oh,
comics.
of course, yeah.
So we have one is for us.
No problem. No problem at all.
I don't know if it's too much, the other comics.
No, that's okay. Yeah, let's just get it ready.
Thank you.
I'll just
you.
sign those. That's so cool if you do a YouTube channel. Do you get a lot of views?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, thank you. I think that's awesome.
Thank you. ¿Nadie tiene más preguntas? Porque yo tengo un buen.
Oh, isn't this funny? This one printed funny.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, we got those, and I was like, what happened?
Yeah, no, it was like...
That was a mistake.
Daron, which is your favorite character of the show?
The show Star. I mean,
Star?
Star is close to my heart.
Star from 13?
Starfan. I like Starfan 13. You know who came up with Starfan 13 was Ian Wasilick. He was a storyboard artist with us first season, and he just had her in that episode where, you know, with the locker. It's like, I decorate my locker with pictures of you. And I liked it, you know, so we kept using it. You know, I voiced Starfan 13.
Yeah.
Like, Star Butterfly!
You also voiced the girl in the punchline?
Which one? The bandages, like Sabrina? Yeah, I did her too. She's very high pitched. So this is yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll draw a star in this one, okay? I'll do one star for everybody. I can draw Marco too if you want. Yeah, no, I'll do star. Star's just so cute with her cheeks and she's little horns.
Daron,
Yes.
me and my boyfriend, we met a bet.
Yes, a bit.
Who'd you meet?
Make a bit.
Oh.
A bet. We have this doll. In Storm the Castle, Star deep down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did she dip down? Yeah, I'd say her maybe like a precursor to dip down. She was definitely like channeling it, you know?
Okay, I lose. ¿Nadie más tiene preguntas?
You cool. Who would you do a crossover with?
A crossover show?
If it
Another
was
show?
like possible in legal matters.
You know, I really wanted to, so I know Alex Hirsch, I know Justin Roiland, and it was like, I wanted, because they all go to Dimensions, and it was like, could we place an item in and they kind of did it, and then I didn't do it. It's hard to like coordinate that stuff, but like for like a real crossover, I feel like that would be, yeah, maybe Gravity Falls, I think.
I think Mabel and Star would be really good friends, possibly.
I think so. Yes, they're very positive people.
The series about traveling dimensions, why not Rick and Morty?
I do like Rick and Morty too. Although I feel like Star and Marco would get in trouble. It might be very bad for them hanging out with Rick and Morty.
What happened to the monsters that were in the castle, in the Storm the Castle? They never appeared again.
Are they dead?
I think they might be dead. Oh, maybe not all of them. Some of them probably got out, but I think some of them are dead.
Oh, man.
Este, ¿no? Daron,
Yes.
another question.
You draw this?
Yeah,
It's so cute.
my best friend.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no problem.
Daron, what do you plan to do after the end of the series?
After the end of Star, I don't know, you know, I hope the series can go for a long time, you know, I hope it can go, but you never know. So after Star, I don't know, maybe do another show eventually, maybe take a break.
It's healthy.
But, because, you know, it takes so long. Like I said, I've been on Star maybe like 4 years already, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now are a lot of you animation students, art students?
Yes. 1 year before I graduate, and I'm already doing my thesis. So I'm like,
You're doing a film? You're animating and everything?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's cool. I think that that's like the best way to get your ideas out there. Like if you make a strong film, you can really get a lot of attention just online.
I'm here, please.
Oh.
¿Lo quieres con negro o con plateado? No. Wait, this one's so big. Bueno, es parado, pero en mi casa.
Your phone is so pretty though. No problem. Oh my gosh, that's your cute sketchbook.
Yeah, that's cute. Can you please do Marco?
Marco, I can do Marco. Yeah.
I have a question about the production.
Yes.
I've seen it, and I know it's all obviously 2D, but I don't know if it's like classic animation or puppets.
Okay, so it's been a bunch of things. We had some trouble with. Oh, I was trying Marco, that hurts in his cheeks. All right, it's gonna be Marco Star. I'll do another one.
Oh man.
It's beautiful cause it'll be like Princess Marco. I'll give them the funny stuff. And then I'll do regular Marco. I'm sorry.
About Princess Marco, do you think Disney would release a figure about Princess Marco?
I wish they would do toys. Everybody should keep bothering them to do the toys because they're not done it. Yeah, Princess Marco he's fun.
The first time my mom saw Marco because my mom also watched Star. And my mom, and the first time she saw Marco, she told me, he's gay, right? And I was like, no! And then she saw him as Princess Marco and she said, you're telling me that he's not gay.
That's so funny. Oh, is it drawing? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Do you want me to sign it? Or is it for me? Sign it. Sorry. No, it's very nice.
Is there any character or episode that you don't like?
Oh, any episode or character I don't like?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, because maybe it's something, it's funny because there are certain episodes that I was like, oh, this is terrible. And then it goes on TV and then people like it, or some people like, parts of it and then it, it makes me like it better. So I don't know, I think people connect to different parts of the show. First season was a little rough, because you're figuring stuff out, but I don't know, I would say, no, I don't know, I don't want to diss any of them. Plus, everybody works hard on them, So, I can tell you some of my favorites. First season, definitely, I love Blood Moon Ball was one of my favorites. Puberty, Storm the Castle.
Into the Wand? I love
Into the Wand is very nice. I really loved Ludo in the Wild. I was really excited.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
Did you design the tapestries?
Oh, did I design them? No, they were actually, so the storyboard artist who did that, Justin, he had those in the storyboards and they were really cool. And then our painters and layout people followed up with them and made it really awesome. And our characters designers too, fleshed that out from the board, but Justin originally came up with a lot of those characters. Oh my gosh, so cute!
How was it like to work with Buttercup?
Oh my god, that was really cool. That was one of my favorite episodes too. That was cool. That was our casting, we have a really good casting person. It was her idea to hire Patrick. And oh man, he just he's awesome. And he was so nice. And it was just really cool. Anytime somebody's gotten to sing on the show, it's something about singing just gets you. When Adam sang, with the Friend Enemies, our supervisor producer Dominic, he cried. So yeah, there's something about singing. Yeah, when Patrick was singing, I don't know, it was pretty. It was one of my favorite moments.
Will we get more songs in the future? Because it was a little hit.
I hope so. Songs. Well, yeah, there's some songs. I'm trying to think. God, we're so like all over the show. I have to like remember like where you guys are at. You know.
I really like the song, the place in Moonblood, the La Calaca Feliz. I really want a full version.
Oh yeah, that's so
You should. Brian probably has one. The composer. You should tweet at him that you want the full version.
Are we doing like any more special guests for the cast
in the future?
Yeah.
Probably. I probably can't tell you that. That's one of those things like Disney casting. You know, they want to like get the story out, and they don't want to like spoil you. No problem.
Are we gonna see Star in Liberty, like with her wings and all?
Liberty Farm, maybe.
Are we getting any new villains, or are we?
I would say maybe. See, I can't do spoilers, guys, so you're get kind of a nod. You have to ask about existing things. Oh, I know, so boring.
Did you design all the trackers from Star?
The what?
Did you design
The dress? No, wait.
all the trackers?
Oh, did I fix the characters?
No, the characters.
Oh, right, the characters. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, I designed Star and Marco, and I had like ideas. Like a lot of them, I'll kind of do a rough thing, or like a rough sketch. You know what's awesome with like running a show is like, oh my god, I have like Becky Dresden and I have Cheyenne Curtis and Stephanie Ramirez, and I have like character designers that are really good. So I can just do like some crappy thing and then give it to them, and then it's like, whoa, it's like amazing. And that's really fun. Like I remember with Hekapoo, Becky designed her, and you know I was like, okay, she's got to be this kind of fiery like elf thing, you know. And Becky like did like this whole pages of stuff, and it was like, oh, that one, and that's just exactly what she is. So it's very lucky for me. But like Tom, for instance, I didn't design. I think that was Cheyenne. Somebody asked me to draw Tom earlier, and I was like, oh, I have a harder time because I just don't know him as well, you know. But Star and Marco, I designed.
So Daron, so I have a question. What did you think of Mexico? Have you been here? Have you?
I need to look around more. You know, I just got here yesterday,
Yeah.
so I haven't. I want to see some stuff though. I mean, I love Mexico. I've been to Tulum. We did our honeymoon there. In Tulum, right? And that was. I think.
This is Amanda.
You want me to sign this, right?
That I did for my final works. I included 10 facts about you. And here, first of this event.
Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna go see Claire and Nasa too? Yeah, they're my friends. So you should see them.
You are the second woman on Disney directed. Sorry. How do you feel about this?
About what?
About you are the second
female.
on Disney.
You know, I don't know. I never really thought about it too much. It's interesting in animation because it used to be such a boys' club. You know, it was mostly guys running all the shows. But now I think it's really changing. Like my show, most of my crew are women. Like most of our storyboard artists and stuff, and that's traditionally been, you know, men have had that job. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to change. I think there's going to be a lot more women running shows in the near future, and it's an exciting time. You know, I think it's about time. I feel like the old ways that the executives will think about, you know, the old school thinking was always that just girls don't watch animation. It was like they want to watch, you know, the older, they want to watch like live action teens or something, you know. But I don't think that's true. So I think that things are changing. How do I write it? No problem. Yeah, here's it.
Daron, well, I really love Toffee. He's my favorite character.
Oh, you love Toffee?
Yeah.
I designed Toffee too.
He's so badass. And I want to know who inspired you, or how did you came up with Toffee, with the character?
With Toffee? Okay, so Toffee kind of came from like Ludo started as the villain, right? But he was not a scary villain. He's a goofy villain, which is fun too. But I wanted somebody who was a real nemesis, some real evil for her to fight. And I've never been big, all the characters on the show, everyone has a perspective, I really don't like those kind of over-the-top villains that are just, I'm evil, I'm going to take over the world. It's not very interesting. So I always wanted the villains to have a perspective, and definitely with Toff, I always thought of him more as a Magneto character. He's not wrong, but he's going about things the wrong way, So I think it's more interesting. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, we continue to get into it, but the mutants maybe have not treated the monsters the best, and that's something Star is really learning about. And Toffee, of course, has his own perspective on that.
Yeah, Independence Day.
Yeah.
Did you design all of the Star dresses?
Okay, so the dresses were the funniest thing. This is kind of a funny story. So, our executive, who's a Disney, guy, he was very concerned about the dresses. Me and Cheyenne, she was our character center for season, I think we had to draw 100 dresses. And I wanted her to have different dresses, but it was he didn't want puffy sleeves, he didn't want to be too girly, or da-da-da, and I was like, oh my gosh, we've dressed so many dresses, but I think the ones she ended up with are cool. And then second season, I got the puffy sleeves and wears.
Can we put one side?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I have another question.
Yes.
I have another question. So in the episode, Crystal Clear, we saw Eclipse was trapped in Romulus' prison, but we kind of noticed that it's like her arm is cut off or something. It's like missing a piece of her arm. I don't know.
Whose arm?
Eclipse's arm. It's like. So is there something there that we can probably know?
I can't tell you what's up with that. I can tell you that her arm is not missing. It might just look like that. But I don't think this is a spoiler or anything. But how Star, when she's trying to get her foot out of there.
Yeah.
So Eclipse, she's just got her glove kind of in there.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Okay, thank you.
No
No es un error.
No.
Yes. Is let me really good?
Ooh.
It's kind of going to ashes, sorry. I know, her life would be so sweet too. And poor Romulus, right?
Oh yeah, I love their relationship.
Oh, this is from a friend. These 3 things are from friends. You can sign it.
Of course. Yeah.
They came from far away and they really wanted a sign from you. So they asked.
They came from far away? They couldn't get in here? I'll draw a little. That's nice. Did any of you travel very far? I know you did. Yes?
No.
2 hours? Oh, that's pretty good.
10 hours.
10 hours?
In car.
Wow, that's long. Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Are we ever going to know what was Leibniz's super secret job?
Oh, what was this?
Because it said that his job in the High Commission is not spoken.
Oh, yeah.
Do we ever get to know?
What his job is? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I love the season finale, season 2. It's very hard, but I love it. I was suffering, but it was good. It was really good.
I'm glad. I thought you liked it. I know it's pretty big cliffhanger, huh?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone have any theories?
Yeah,
What happens next?
it was weird because we saw that Star was gone, and then the next minute Marco was doing a live chat, and we were like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my god, Star's gone. Well, let's live chat again. Very funny.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, I have to say with the live chats, they're fun. That was Disney's idea to do these live chats, and we've been having a good time. I wouldn't say they're totally canon just because we try to like, you know, make it in the thing. We got like that one, because I was even like, we're gonna do a lecture. Oh, the banner for the, okay, where's the Sharpie? We gotta do the Sharpie for this one. Sharpie?
Yeah, we have this Sharpie.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Silver. Look at that. Oh, yeah, oh, that's good too. This is fine. Draw a little star form.
I was thinking, you know, in the end of the book, Star and Marco, there are letters from Star and Marco, and in the one Marco sent to Star, he said like he was wondering when she come back because he misses her, and that makes me think that maybe he's reading the letter, and no, she's reading the letter, and they're like, oh, I missed her when she was out for a few days, and now she's gone, and I don't know.
Okay, everything there. I'll tell you the timeline of the book. I love that drag. So this guy put this up. The timeline of the book.
Can I ask you for Marco?
Oh, I can draw Marco. Yeah. The book was actually written season 2. It was originally supposed to come out after the first 13. So it's a little bit like after the first 13, but before the ones that are in February, you know? So it's not quite to the ending, you know? It's like, but yeah, so did y'all read the book? Did y'all read the book?
Yeah. Yes.
I was really happy with the book. I thought it really came out really well.
I have another question. And running with scissors,
Yes.
was actually there something between Hector and Marco? Because it was like...
I don't know, Marco had a long time to be on his own.
Years.
So like in the psychology of his character, I mean, he grew up to 30, and he came back to Earth and he's again 14, but I'm sure he hasn't forgotten everything he learned in Munich.
Yeah.
So...
Are we going to?
You know, he's always been an old soul, I feel like, and I think that he's an old soul still.
So like,
but he has his memories.
everything he learned, and I'm guessing it's probably going to help for season 3, because I'm guessing he's going to use his scissors to look for a star. So...
Yeah, he's got Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Can I get Marco too, please?
Of course. How like the Marco fans. Do you have a question?
No, it's about sign. I have a group of friends. They come here. They even give me. Sorry. They want to give me her books, but they cannot do it. So can you sign me?
Sign for that? Okay, sure.
Like a dedicatoria. Dedicatoria is in English.
You write some words for them?
Oh, words?
Words. We are for.
A little something?
A little something for them.
Can I write something for them?
Wait, what?
To George with love.
Dedicated for someone?
Yes, for my 3 friends. 3 dedications for my 3 friends.
Okay.
I feel really bad for not bringing her books, but it was so.
Okay, so I also have another question. At the end.
One to George, one to Marina, one to Ali.
Okay, so just write a little to George.
In each page, if you
Oh, okay.
Please.
Sure.
Yeah, so at the end of the series, we saw that Star's magic disappears from the Diaz house. I was wondering, like, what happened to Toffee's finger? If we could know.
Tell you that?
Wait. We're not telling anyone.
Toby has been researching about it for a very long time, right? Because
The wand? Yeah, the book.
right in the first season, he was reading this book. And there was also in St. Olga's with Miss Haynes, she had this book as well. And there were colors for like different dimensions. And Earth was with color green. It was also the color in the broken one. Does that have some relation?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
I can't do the spoilers, guys. It would not be fun if I told you everything that would happen. Even though you don't really want that, right? Then you'll be like, what's the show now? I'm a draw narwhal.
Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, you want on the front? Oh.
I can do that.
What is going to do star fan your teeth without star? What is going to do star fan your teeth?
Without starting?
Yes.
I don't know. For my friend Marta.
Solo a las chicas de cosplay, una foto con ella para ver.
Bueno.